Help, I lost my fork? What on earth? But it's 1 p.m. Are you newer? Are you newer here? Okay. Sounds like DMCA music. It is not. This is the soundtrack to the game Fury, and it is so good. If you haven't played Fury, like, at least play it just to experience the music while fighting shitty enemies. Because it's so good. It's so good, the music. Good damn. We'll check it out. Please do. It's a great game. What are you doing in here? I'm over it. You've been flying around up in my business for so long. Get out of here. I have shit to do. I have a show to run. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning DOOGER. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having a lovely day so far. I slept, woke up, and felt rested for the first time in 2 years. That's worth celebrating. That's very good. There's nothing quite like going to sleep and waking up and being like, oh, and the birds are singing. I actually made myself yawn. The birds are singing, and you're just like, wow, I feel great. It's so rare. You're right. It's like a once a year, once every 2 years sort of thing. Still worth the celebrating. You guys are getting good rest. Couldn't be me. I'm not recently, but that's my own fault. Wisdom tooth pain advice. Like your wisdom teeth were taken out, or they're in pain currently and they need to come out, or... I had to have all 4 taken out at the same time, and then I just kind of lived on Jell-O for a little bit. Did you have a nice nap after stream yesterday? I passed the fuck out. I passed out really hard. So yeah, any of you who tuned into the stream yesterday, walked away for a minute, and when you came back, I was just gone. It's because I was like, I'm really tired. We're going to take a little break, and I'm going to get up and like stretch and move around and kind of wake myself up. And literally what I wound up doing is put the stream on break and then fell asleep in my chair instantly. And I was like, maybe I should end the stream. So that was the situation for me. Looking forward to some ads during the break. Have you decided what to call it? I do. At first I was like, ad bonus is a little easy, but I kind of do like ad bonus because we're showing ads, but the bonus is that the money goes to a good cause. Right? So, you're dope. I dig you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The new Zach art is amazing. Thank you. I'm very happy with it. I adore it. By Vicious Mongrel on Twitter, who is lovely. No. Vicious Mongrel is the name of the artist. Oh my God. If I had somehow just farted out that much skill, I would be so impressed with myself. Like, yes, a few months of art, and now look. I thought you were calling Zach your Vicious Mongrel. No. The artist is named Vicious Mongrel. And they're lovely. And they're very, very talented. And you should totally go and look. Norderneer, thank you very much for all the gifted subs. Welcome, everybody. 15. Thank you so much. If you were gifted a sub just now, be sure you take the time to say thank you to Norderneer. Very sweet. I want to get coffee, but I just had so much water. So you're like liquid full. Goodness gracious. Hello. Yeah, we basically just started, so you're fine. That's my issue right now. I really want coffee still. Yeah. All morning this morning. Sorry, this is a total topic change. But all morning this morning, Clark was like, "Can we go to the new house? We should go to the new house." And I was like, "Okay, do you want to go to the new house before your nap or after your nap?" And she said, "After my nap," which was actually so great because the entire time that we were trying to we basically played outside all morning. And then I was like, "Okay, well, it's time for us to go take a nap." And she was like, "No." And I was like, "But Clarky, when you wake up, we get to go to the new house." And she was like, "Oh, and then we will go to the new house." And I was like, "Yeah." And she went right to bed. Incredible. I saw the pic of the crayons sorted on the floor this morning. Oh my God. Yeah, I actually forgot about that as well. She was like, "It is a ladder." I was like, it's a ladder, huh? And she said, "Yes." And then she got to a certain length and was like, "Can you help me?" And I was like, "Well, they don't have to all go in a row, do they?" And she looked at it for a while and then just started building onto the sides. And then it just kept getting bigger and bigger. It's like, oh. Will she want to come back from the new house, though? Well, she's seen the new house before. We visited it before. The plan to, go there a few times before we moved didn't wind up happening, unfortunately. But yeah, we can bring, some of her toys and things and some of the kitchen stuff over. Sam's dad is gonna come and, help us refit some of the things in the house and, do an assortment of things around the house that we need to do in order to get our deposit back. So is packing going well? Yeah, it's going all right. I know there's still a bunch of shit back there, but that stuff's easy. Yeah, the big things right now are electronics, all of this shit. We're what do we do with this? Because both Sam and I have stuff that we're supposed to do basically a couple of days after we move, and we're like, well, hopefully the internet would be set up by then, but if it's not, we need to have another option. So we're probably going to leave one computer set up in this house until the last minute. Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday are the moving days, so yeah. Oh no, new internet. It should be fine. Sam said he has 3 internet line setups planned. Yeah, basically because we have business internet with BT, they were like, we can't move that as quickly as you would like us to, but we can set up like our normal BT line for free because you pay a crazy amount of money for business internet. So we'll set up a normal line for free up until the point that you can have your business internet back. And we won't have to pay for the business internet in the meantime, right? And then also Virgin is setting up like a really high speed kind of like normal internet line, like a fiber line for us. So we were like, technically, we're only paying for the Virgin line, but we'll also have the BT line. And if one of them goes to pot, then we can swap to the other one. So that's the plan currently. We've just had so many, those of you who are like, that seems a little excessive. We had so many issues getting internet in this house that honestly, the biggest stressor for Sam right now is him being like, what if we move and we just don't have internet? So he like went like above and beyond to try and figure out how to make sure that we have internet as quickly as possible in this house. And if one falls through, then hopefully the other one won't, is the idea. I just started watching an older SMD, and then 20 minutes in, my brain was like, hold up, isn't that today? It sure is. Welcome. Hello. Why are you using business internet? I'm just curious. Well, the internet that was available at this house was basically non-existent, and both my husband and I, we needed high upload speeds for our work because both of us stream at the same time sometimes. And there was nothing here. So we were like, okay, I guess we'll get business internet because that'll like really put a fire under them because it's expensive, right? We'll get business internet. We'll have incredible upload. It'll be really good for work. But also it should happen rather quickly. And then it just fucking didn't. So that was the situation. But basically now we've been paying BT Business internet customers for quite a while, and so they're like, please don't leave, we'll move it for you, and in the meantime you can have a free line. And we're like, okay, I hope that works out. So yeah, Sam and I have done fine on regular internet before, but man, having the business internet has been really nice. I think only one time I can recall dropping any frames since we got it, which is insane. So free for how long? Until they set up the business internet, which is supposed to be right before Christmas. But y'all know last year they were like, yeah, we'll set it up before Christmas. And then they were like, but now it's the Christmas times, and during the Christmas times nobody works. So you'll just have to wait until next year. And we were like, what? I'm sorry, what? The fuck? So, fingies crossed, it's fine. What is that mug? It's got little piggies on it. This is an older one. This is an old one of mine. It's got cute little piggies on it. Is Christmas again this year? I know. What? Does it happen every year or something? Wild. Oh, goodness. Trying to like figure out all of my plants outside. Those of you who have been asking, like, what are you going to do with the plants with this move? Because to be honest, a lot of these, like the little planter boxes that I got, with soil inside of them are so heavy. But yeah, we went outside and we were kind of assessing like which plants, because some of them, the rainfall and the cold just killed them. Like it did not take very long. So like my basil plants are dead, big time dead. And then there are some that looked like they were going to die and are now like blooming back to life. It's incredible. My lemon balm plant, my genie plant. That's the one that Clark overwatered like crazy and the entire plant just like popped out. And I was like, ugh! And it's come back to life. Incredible. It's so strong now. The problem is some of these plants, I don't know if they come back forever. The lavender and rosemary plants, obviously, and they're taking over. They're huge. So I need to plant them properly. But, some of the other stuff, I'm like, I actually don't know. I need to like look it up, but so far they're still green. So we'll see. Mint is unkillable. The octomint plants is very rough. There's one little green leaf and the rest of it is just like dead. So I'm like, I don't know if I should try to let this come back, if this is just what it looks like in winter. Or if I should just leave it. How did you manage to execute mint? I left it outside and it rained on it. I don't know. How do I know if, here's a question. How do I know if broccoli is too far gone to eat it? I grew broccoli and I went to look at it today and I was like, oh shit, it actually produced. That's crazy. The last time that I looked at it, it had like a little, and it felt like super quickly, but now it's starting to like get a little wild. As long as it's still green, it's fine. Is that true? That's great then. I can make me some broccoli tonight. Once it blooms, it's too bitter to eat. Oh. It is not blooming. It just, you know how when you buy them at the store, they're kind of like a nice dome. This is like mostly a dome, but there's some areas that are like, no, I will be free. So. Cool. Great. We'll eat it. Wonderful. I like your glasses. Thank you. I will not call you rude boy, because that was a very not rude thing to say. Sanguine, happy 1 year. And Connor, happy 3 years. Both of you, happy anniversary. Thank you so much for all the support. Oh, Mel Chan, I hope you and your boyfriend are okay. I should really get into gardening one day. It's very fun. It's very fun. But there's so much to learn. All the plants require like different things, and sometimes they can be so fickle. It's like, I'm not watering it enough, but now I watered it too much, you know, that kind of shit. But yeah, somebody just recommended there are definitely plants that are like really hard to mess up. that you can get for sure. Oh, I was gonna show them to you. Remember when I brought a pepper up here and I was like, I don't know what this is, but we're about to find out if it's spicy, and it was like pretty spicy. So those like completely ripened and they're actually bright red. And I was gonna bring one up and see whether or not it was still spicy. There were also, there's two pepper plants, right? So there's the one with the peppers on it. The one with the peppers on it. Fuck me. There's two pepper plants. One of them has the ones that we've already seen that are now ripe and bright red. And then the other one has like itty bitty tiny orange ones. Chilies hit peak spice when fully ripe. It depends, doesn't it? It depends on the plant. Sometimes they get sweeter, don't they? Get it, eat it, and regret it. Last time when I sniffed it, I was like, this smells like it's going to be spicy. And then it was. So maybe the key here is that I smell it. And if it smells like it's going to kill me, I don't eat it. Small ones are scary. I think small ones are scary as well. Oh, all peppers get spicier as they age. Okay. But that would be great content. Not for me. That wouldn't be great content for me. They'll age like a fine fire. Last time, like, it was okay, but it was definitely too spicy for me. Like, it was, there's a cusp, isn't there? There's like, this is the amount of heat where I still enjoy it. And then there's I don't enjoy it anymore. And it was past that for me. It was, I don't enjoy this level of heat. I can handle it okay, but I don't enjoy this level of heat, you know? Right? I always think that too. I don't mind watching people eat peppers, but I do think to myself like, man, those poops are going to hurt. Right? Like those poops are going to hurt so bad. My family has only ever grown bell peppers. We never grew like spicy peppers because my dad was the only person in the house that really wanted to eat spicy food. And as he's gotten older, he doesn't like to eat very spicy food anymore. So they have no reason to grow anything other than bell peppers. They use bell peppers in a lot of stuff. Is sriracha too hot? No, sriracha is not hot for me. But like things made out of like a habanero sauce is normally pretty tasty to me. But like that's pretty spicy for me. Almost everything peppery is too hot for me. Yeah. My sister, you can I was saying this when I was staying with them and I was cooking for them every now and then, but like literally you can put a little, like if you put pepper in something, she might be like, that's pretty spicy. Szechuan is probably my favorite spice and heat. Jesse keeps telling me I have to try Szechuan food because I never have. Just wash your hands a lot after handling a habanero. Wear gloves. Don't mess around with that shit. Don't fuck around with that. Just wear gloves if you're chopping up spicy stuff, man. My mom too, she won't even eat mustard. It cracks me up. Did I hear you're moving again? I've been away too long. Last time I was here. Oh, you're gone. You were only just getting the green chair. Sorry, I've been away so long. You don't have to apologize. Everybody's got life to live. Yeah, we have to move. The owners of this house decided that they want this house back. And so we had a month to find a place to live. And it all worked out. It all worked out in the end. There was a place that we were trying to get that honestly I was like kind of obsessed with. And we were approved and everything. We had put down a deposit, not to buy it, just to rent it. We had put down a deposit and they had done the background checks and like all of this stuff. And they were like, cool, you're going to move in. But we don't know the day yet because it's in a chain and the owner of the place that you're moving into, there's like a week window that he'll probably move into that house. And then it turned out that somebody in that chain pulled out. And so suddenly everybody had to pull out of what they were doing. So like the dude who was trying to rent his house to us suddenly had nowhere to go. So he was like, I'm sorry, I can't rent this place to you. I have to find a new place to live. And so we were like, cool. And looked around at some weird places. But the cool thing is the company that we were renting through called us up and said, hey, there's a 4-bedroom house that is right now the renter's market is just really bad. And finding a place that gives us living space as well as working space is difficult. So anyway, he said, hey, there's a 4-bedroom house that we just got all of the information for to put it up. We told the owners about you guys. And if you want it, we'll send you pictures. But if you want it, and you can tell us if you want it like right away, we won't even put it up. We'll just say that it's yours. We've already put down a deposit. You've already done the background checks. Like we can literally just today be like, it's yours. You have it. And at that point we were like, fuck. Like we have nowhere to go. Sure. Yeah, we'll take it. You know, fuck it. And it's very eclectic and weird and I like it. It's a weird little house. But yeah, we have a place to go. We're very excited. Oh, thank you, Silent Man. I'm glad you feel that way. Yeah, can all just hang out, right? Is it the alien house? Is it the alien house? I thought you were moving next door. No, that fell through. Does eclectic and weird... Oh, the house with the long room. It is not that house. Stir, thank you so much for the gifted subs, bud. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. If you were gifted a sub just now, be sure you take the time to say thank you to Stir. Stir is the one who is DMing Myriad, which is the game that Arcadum and Sam and them are playing in. And it sounds like they've been having a lot of fun. So do you have to move far or are you staying local to where you are? We're pretty close. Like, you know, another 15 minutes or something. Not too bad. If you a small Valentine for Garrus. Are my Valentines just clogged with... Yep. Yep, they are. You goofballs. Yeah, I guess people are doing Mass Effect Valentines. So if you would like to utilize the Valentine system to do a shout out to your waifu / husbando / beautiful in between from a piece of media, feel free. Go for it. The Valentines are for whatever you want. any specific reason you're not looking to buy a home, we wanted to buy this house. Because I have not officially been a resident here for a year, I cannot help in the process of getting a mortgage. So when Sam and I tried to get a mortgage, basically Sam hadn't lived in England for a full year yet. Even though he's a citizen, he hadn't lived in England for a full year yet, like in the last few years. And I hadn't even been a resident for a year yet. And so they were like, no one's going to give you a mortgage. As far as they're concerned, you're Americans. And we're just prioritizing English people right now. But once you've both been here a year, we can definitely revisit that. And it'll be even better if you can do like your next round of taxes right away and then apply for a mortgage with like more tax information and stuff. And like Sam's new taxes would be English taxes, right? So we were like, okay. And we went to the owners of this house and we were like, hey, so we can't get a mortgage yet. We do want to buy this house, but no one will give us a mortgage currently. So in a few months we could buy it. And he was like, no. He was like, no, never mind. I'll just take the house back. And we were like, oh God. Okay. Fuck. So yeah. Which we find very odd because it will take a few months for him to sell this house anyway, if that's what he plans to do, but whatever. What? No, I don't want to make an emergency call. I'm wondering why my phone bleeped. But yeah. The phone is listening. Also, the owner bragged to your neighbors about kicking you out. That is also true. There were a lot of things going on with this whole house situation that were not ideal, but we have a place to live, and that's the important thing. Glass half full, guys. Everything's fine. Oh my gosh, is Arcadum here? There he is. What a sweetie patoot. So you're going to live in Benji's shed? I wish. Benji's shed would probably be rad. A Valentine for the dungeon daddy. Two lovely people. Ah. Happy Saturday, bud. That house owner doesn't sound very nice. No, he sucks. I'm delighted to be rid of him. Is it good for Clark though? What, the new house? It's a place to live, so yes it is. But it's still got a yard. She's got a nice little room. So yeah, we're good. The reason that I called it eclectic before, this house, I did not seek out an eclectic house. Literally, we were just like, yeah, we'll take it. But when we went to go look at it, the way that I've been describing it thus far is it looks like there was the base house that was like this big. And then they took like rooms from other houses and just sort of pushed them all together. So like the room that's designed to be the living room has like weird outdoor tile in it, and one of the rooms has like really bright floral wallpaper and really old wood floors. Like none of the rooms look like they're meant to be part of the same house, but you know, I'm just like, great. That means we can do whatever the fuck we want. And we can be like, I don't know, the house already looked like a jumble, so let's just contribute to the jumble. So yeah, no long room, unfortunately. No long room. No aliens made this house. Maybe aliens made this house. Maybe this was like take 20 of aliens trying to make houses for humans. And they were like, I think we get it now. And it wasn't quite right, but it's close enough that you can understand it. It's not like the long room where you're like, no one thinks this is a good idea. This doesn't make sense to any living person. But yeah. We are renting. We cannot buy. Not yet. Are you going to get it fixed up? We're not going to sink a bunch of money into a house that we're renting. But yeah. So all of this to say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, at least, I will not be here because we are moving and we won't have internet yet. It might make sense to weird people. A room this wide that goes down the entire length of the house? No one looks at that and goes, I see utility here. No, it's not. No. Who would do that? What's that for? The only thing that somebody said that made me go, I think I get it now. Somebody was like, probably the situation was this house and the house next to it were once one house maybe. And that was like a servant's corridor. And I was like, they're very small houses though. Again, right? Like this house is like so skinny that I still find that to be suspect, but it's the only thing that has made sense so far. Yeah, for the alien servants. If there's anything I can do to help you guys, let me know. Oh, thank you, bud. We're all right. We're all right. I'm just trying to make sure that we get internet set up quick. We can get back to doing all this. We used to be on Godforged and MangaPod tomorrow. MangaPod might be canceled again, unfortunately. But Godforged I do plan to be on. Yeah. Wasn't Sam a part of Yogscast? He was. An eternity ago. A lifetime ago. He was Yogscast stripping. A room for snakes? I guess. If somebody comes over and you're like, I don't like the tone you're taking with me right now. Do you want to go in the snake room? Like, what? Who doesn't have a room for snakes? Fuck. Are you telling me I have to turn one of the rooms in this new house into a snake room or I'm not going to be like hip and with it? Shit. Okay. All right. I'll figure out where to put the snakes. Yeah. Those of you who didn't know that about Sam, if you want a real trip, go and look up old pictures of Sam. I'm not going to say he looks like a different human, but he looks like a different human entirely. He was a sweet young boy. Barefaced. He did used to be a model. Sam is a man of many oddities. Like in life. He was a male model, but he also did things like worked on a fishing boat for 6 months in Hong Kong and taught children how to snowboard in the Alps for a couple of years and like just wild shit. But why male models though? That's the real question. Do you got any hot Sam pictures? You can literally Google hot Sam pictures. I'm not going to do it for you, but just be careful, I guess. I'm not saying that you're going to find like like weird shit of Sam. Just if you search for hot Sam, there's probably other Sams that are doing very lewd things that you will find. Sam fanfic? Oh, Lord. Hottest Sam. That's the workaround. Who is the hottest Sam? Oh my God. I never thought of that. That, like, if somebody wrote fanfic for Rail Bros, it would literally be him and Benji. My plan of shooting the Boys of Verum calendar covers can finally come to fruition. You would make bank, probably. Kelly was like, I stumbled onto some really lewd fan art of my character. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, do you want to see it? And it was not lewd. It was full on like porn. I was like, what the fuck, Kelly? And she was like, isn't it high quality though? It's like, yeah, it is very high quality. Yes, it is. She's like, I wonder if anybody's ever done any of Zach. I was like, no, there's no way. It's not. There's no way anybody's done that. She's like, one day, maybe one day. Cracks me up. Is that another challenge like Dillook Duck? Yo, someone like really gave us gold on that one though. Dillook Duck turned out to be the gift that gave immediately. I can't remember the name of the person who drew that, but it was so good. I retweeted it at a certain point. You can go through my Twitter and find it. It was incredible. That was me. Sriracha Wings drew it. Amazing. It was so good. So many people were like, I didn't expect this to be such high quality. It's so good. Meanwhile, in the world of IO, the only remotely sexy art done has been of Skagzag. Skagzag is a ripped god of a goblin. God bless the fan artists. Google is failing at giving me hot Sam pics. Wait a sec. Sam. This GIF. Click at your own risk. But this GIF was the very first thing that I'm about to put in chat. This GIF is the first thing that my mom ever saw of Sam. So there you go. That's my husband. Taking his shirt off for charity. The risky click of the day. Yep, that's the one. There it is. It will follow him forever. mom was like, maybe don't let your father see that. There's another one that's much less lewd. That's of him turning around and then flexing. But of course, that couldn't be the one that she saw. It had to be that fucking thing. So yeah, that's my husband. He's very cute. He should make that his sub alert. I think he wants to leave that behind him. But yeah, it was for charity. It was a goal for the Yogscast charity stuff one Christmas. They were like, if we hit this number, Sam will take his shirt off. And Sam was like, yeah, I'll take my shirt off for charity. And that was the situation. I think that was the Christmas before I met him. Yeah, that was the Christmas before I met him. Such a long time ago. Years and years. There's the gift of him being hit with a chicken, too. That's right. And slapped with a burger, I think, is another one. The best one is him and Smithy kissing each other on the nose. Adorable. How did you and Sam meet? Oh gosh, I'll keep it short. Basically, I was in England for a convention, and we had done a bunch of stuff with Yogscast, and we were like, maybe we'll take a detour while we're in England and visit Yogscast. And so we did. And Sam was working in their offices at the time and had just started his channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's very handsome. And we all wound up like going out to get dinner and stuff, and everyone went home except for Sam and a couple of the other guys. And they were like, hey, I mean, you came all the way out here to like hang out with people. Do you guys want to go grab a drink or something? And so we wound up spending like a decent amount of time together and then kept in touch. And that was it. Did you use that voice to talk to him? I did not. But when one of the other people that was traveling with us is one of my best friends, Erin. And Erin wasn't feeling well that day. And so she was like, I'm just going to stay in the hotel room, I think, and like call my husband and stuff. And I was like, okay, no problem. And when I came back to the hotel room, 100% used that voice to be like, there is a boy there that is so cute. So yeah, you know. Jesse tells the story very well. I get the feeling it's deeply inaccurate, but that's okay. The dramatized version. Yes, exactly. Don't let facts get in the way of a good story. Unreal. Lily, yeah, we don't, links are still broken in chat for anybody except the mods, but I know exactly what comic it is you're talking about. From last night, it's so good. And then a dragon appeared. You guys are totally right, by the way. I do need to start writing down all of the like creatures that Clark is coming up with, because she's coming up with new ones like almost every night, and I'm like, oh my god, it's actually getting very difficult to keep up with that. Got the Googie Ga. We've got Big Big Lion. Shoot, what are the other ones now? I can't even remember. Oh, there was a... Last night it was a polar bear. A polar bear that you could hug and it would make you feel better. But I can't remember what its name was. You could draw little comics of Clark's stories. That would be very cute. 2 different people drew the Googie Ga after I explained the Googie Ga, which was adorable. Is Big Big Lion just a big lion? It was a really long lion, as long as a house. So basically, for anybody who doesn't know, Clark and I, every night, we do what she calls Once Upon a Times. And we will tell a story together and she will fill in the big words. So it'll be, for example, it'll be like, once upon a time, there was a polar bear. And this polar bear was named Wee-awa or whatever. You know, she'll come up with a word. Or with the Googie Ga was named Cinnamon. And yeah, she fills in like keywords, and then from there we sort of like tell a story together, which is super, super fun, and she loves it, and she asks for one every night. And the Googie Ga was a giant rainbow caterpillar with gemstones for eyes and huge wings that watched over a forest. That was like a guardian spirit of a forest. And the way that people drew the Googie Ga was so cool. So she also made a Big Big Lion. Big Big Lion is as long as a house. And Big Big Lion can create portals to other worlds, and ran out of magic and met the Googie Ga. And the Googie Ga took Big Big Lion to a tree that had leaves that were pink and yellow. Again, keep in mind, all of the keywords are Clark. A big, big tree that had pink and yellow leaves, and Big Big Lion was able to take some of the magic from the tree and was able to make a portal to go home. So that was the story of Big Big Lion. And then, yeah, she came up with a polar bear yesterday, and if you hugged it, you felt better. I think because last night was really rough for her. Last night was the first time... I know, I need to write them down or I'll forget. Last night was the first time that... can someone link me fan art of the Googie Ga? So you can actually, in the fan art channel on our Discord, is where people posted them, if I recall correctly. Last night was the first time so far, which I think is a blessing that she's this old and has only just now done this. Last night was the first time that when we put her to bed and we shut the door, she was like, fuck no, and got up and walked out and just started sobbing like, how could you put me to bed? I don't want to go to bed. And then put her back down, shut the door, and she came back and tried to open the door. So fortunately, I had like already read about what to do in these situations, because when we were building her bed, that is a floor bed and is not a crib anymore, right? When we were building that bed, I was like, we need to be prepped in case she like is like, oh my God, I can just leave my room, right? So generally what you're supposed to do is like, if they get up, you just reinforce like it's bedtime, and you go put them back in bed without like a whole song and dance. Go put them back in bed, say goodnight, and then shut the door. And if they come out again, you just don't say anything. You just like gently lead them back to bed and put them in bed. And eventually they'll realize that like coming back out doesn't get them anything. It doesn't get them like extra time, really. They just immediately go back to bed. Yeah, so what actually wound up happening last night is we put her back in bed, and she got mad and she came out. I said, it's bedtime. Put her back in bed. She got mad. She came back out. I didn't say anything. I just led her back to bed and put her back in. Sam was like, because Sam's such a bleeding heart for her, Sam was like, she said that she's scared and she wants to sleep in my bed. I was like, honey, she's fine. She just doesn't want to go to bed. Like, she's okay. And he was like, but she's sad. I was like, honey, she's okay. She slept in this bed forever. She's fine. And hilariously, she did get up. She like started screaming and got up. She already has a nightlight. She's fine. She got up and started like doing the whole like, I don't want to be in bed. Ran over to the door and literally like put in just a flimsy amount of effort to open the door. And when it didn't open immediately, she threw an absolute tantrum on the floor and then just got up and like got back in bed and just like put herself back in bed and fell asleep immediately. I was like, oh my God. It was like, ah! Ah! Like just so mad. And I felt bad laughing, but I was like, okay, great. I know. Poor baby. It's the first time that she's ever done that. Even when she's been upset that she's in bed, she just lays there and is like, I'm mad, right? This is the first time that she got up and was like, I can open the door. I can chase you motherfuckers down. We were like, oh, God damn it. So, was that you playing D&D with Arcadum? It was. I am Zacharias in the world of Verum. Yes, Zacky Wacky. I'm sorry. His given name. But yeah, it's the first time that she's done that, which is wild. So I was saying to Sam, like, we're really lucky we haven't dealt with this before. We just need to, because she's at the age where she's like, what are barriers? What are limits? I'm gonna bust right through that shit. And we have to be really firm about like what is and isn't okay. So I was like, you can't, if she's like, but what if, please put me in your bed. I want to sleep in your bed. I will not have a good night in here. Like, like we have to just, you're okay. Walk away. Right. If I have to be that parent, if Sam needs to tag out with me, then that's fine. She's 2.5. And she's cute. She's a cutie pie. She's very smart. And she knows that she can go to Sam at fucking 6 o'clock when I'm making dinner and be like, Daddy, can I have a mince pie, please? And he'll be like, okay. And I'm like, I'm literally making dinner. The fuck are you doing? She knows. She spotted the weak one. Kids are good at that. Sometimes she'll ask him for things in front of me and he'll like side eye me like, am I gonna get in trouble if I say no? As a daddy's pet, I can confirm a firm mom is important. I'm trying, man. Doing my best. Doing my fucking best over here. What's her favorite bedtime book? She has a lot of books. She doesn't ask for a specific book consistently. She goes through all of her books fairly frequently to the point that like Sometimes, again, like her bed, she can just get out of her bed whenever she wants, and she's got a little bookshelf in her room. Um, and sometimes I'll go in there in the morning, and she's brought like 6 books into bed with her. And so she's just like laying on a book. So, I've been trying to figure out if like, thank you. Sam is an incredible dad, I feel. I think Sam is a wonderful dad, and he and Clark love each other so much, but he's definitely the one who's like just so weak to how cute she is. But yeah, so I've been thinking about either at the foot of her bed or at the head of her bed. Maybe at the head of her bed would be better. Putting some kind of like a thing that she can put books in, and sort of encourage with her, like, also her water. We have a water, like a no spill water thing that we let her take to bed. So if she needs water in the middle of the night, she can just drink it. And so if it was like a little shelf that also had space for her to put books, and if we were like, if you don't want the book in your bed, if you wake up and there's a book like on your face and you don't want it there, you can just put it in here, right in this little slot, and you don't have to get out of bed. So I'm thinking about making something like that for her, because I haven't seen anything that really like works that way. Yeah, we have some Roald Dahl books. Is she potty trained? Asks PP all day. She is in the process of being potty trained. Oh, you goofballs. They have pouch things for books and electronics that sit over armrests and sofas/chairs. Yeah, but I don't think she can manipulate in the dark. I don't think she can manipulate something like that to put the book away. The idea is that it's something easy she can do in the dark, you know? To just like have like a big like open area that's like just slip books in here. Oh, for sure. Well, I think like biologically, at least from what I was reading, biologically, like 3 o'clock, 3 years old is like the earliest that they could potentially even hold it all night, I think. So yeah. So we haven't like felt any pressure really to be like, you were done with diapers altogether. Unfortunately, her cloth diapers do not fit anymore, so we've gone back to pull-ups, but Valscore, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Could you teach her to put them under her pillow? Some of the books are bigger than her pillow is the problem. So it wouldn't necessarily fix it. Kaitam, thank you very much for subscribing as well. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Also, we had a ton of biddies from Chocosen. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much for all those biddies. I appreciate it. Yeah, until about 5 years, they can't hold their bladder while sleeping. 5 years? That seems so late. Is that true? I mean, yeah, wetting the bed. What have you been watching with her lately? She's been really into Simon. If you guys follow me on Twitter and you've seen me like do some hot takes about fucking Ferdinand and Simon, that's why. She's been really into Simon. And what else? We haven't been watching a ton of TV recently. No. Mostly what she's asking for is Simon lately. Here comes Simon. Here comes Simon. Here comes Simon. My cute little bunny. It's a cute show, but his next door neighbor Ferdinand is one of his best friends. And Ferdinand, literally every episode that's about Ferdinand is about how Ferdinand sucks. It's so funny to me. Like, he's just... he just does, like, weird manipulative shit all the time. Somebody was like, you should watch it in French. He's even worse. Which makes me laugh. Has she got a favorite dish? She's definitely has a sweet tooth. She asks for sweets all the time. And I don't give them to her, which is why she's like, Daddy, can I please have a biscuit? Sam's like, of course, honey. You can have 5 biscuits. And I'm like, why? Just give her 1. So yeah. That's, I guess, the dynamic in our house. But she's really good about, like, vegetables and things. Basically, like, if, like, today for lunch, it was corn and I roasted carrots last night. So it was roast carrots and corn and there are little butternut squash and spinach, like, croquettes that you can get at Sainsbury's. So I had bought those because she had them a long time ago and she really liked them. And I was like, oh, I wonder if she would like these again. And she ate all of it. So I try to just counterbalance, right? I just give her tons of vegetables so that when Sam goes off the deep end and is like, of course, sweetie, you can have an entire piece of cake right before dinner. Why not? I'm like, at least I know that she had a bunch of vegetables for lunch. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If Clark like started refusing to eat any of the healthy stuff and would only eat sweet stuff, I would be like, we're not buying this shit anymore, right? But fortunately, she'll eat basically anything. Give her carrot cake, problem solved. Carrot cake is delicious. Carrot cake's probably my favorite cake. How you did her voice, I thought of the girl that wants a golden egg in Willy Wonka. She, yeah, she's just got this really cute little English voice. Kills me. She'll appreciate vegetables in 15 years or so. But that's the point, is she eats them now, which is great. So, can't complain. She generally won't eat meat, which I'm fine with. I'm not a big meat eater. Yeah, she'll eat lots of carrots. She prefers when they're raw, which is also great. Get more out of them. But she really loves yellow bell pepper. Currently, her, like, number ones are yellow bell pepper, carrots, tomatoes. She always loves bread. Bread and pasta are always winners. They're easy. Bananas. Yeah, she loves bananas. Oh, I wouldn't say that that's true, Ronan. I think that, like, probably kids learning to enjoy vegetables are a combination of being offered vegetables often, right? I think sometimes, from talking with other parents, I think sometimes um, you give them something and they don't like it, and then you're like, okay, well, I guess they don't like it. I'll give them something else in the future. But research tends to show that, like, with little kids, you have to offer it to them, like, frequently, and eventually they'll they'll give it more of a shot, basically. But also, I think another part of it is, like, whether or not the parents are also eating it, right? Clark is much more likely to try something if she sees Sam and I eating it, which is hard, right? If you're a parent that's like, I really hate the taste of vegetables, but I want my kid to eat vegetables, like, how do you do that, right? So I think I think there's a lot more variables other than just the parents can't cook and so the kids don't like the food, you know? Like, children, their mouths and the way that they taste things are different from adults as well. So there are some foods that they're probably just not gonna like flavor wise for a while. You suffer for their nutrition. My niece had meat only time when she was 10 years old. No vegetables, no sweets. Steak was and still is her favorite food. That's wild. Are you not having to move anymore? We are moving beginning of next week, so I will not be around for streams for at least like 3 days or so. Any new house vlogs planned? I wasn't planning on it. Again, it's difficult to do vlogs when I don't want to make content that's like focused on Clark. So I'm not sure how I would do it, but my nephew also hates meat, so we're like, fair enough. Now we don't have to explain meat. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. We did not buy a house. No, we're still renting. We had to leave. So do you regularly take photos and videos of Clark? Yeah. I have parents that are in another country and can never see her. So I take videos of her every day and send them to her and send them to my mom and my dad. I hope the new oven isn't weird again. Oh, it is. It's a very weird oven that I'm going to have to now learn how to use again. um, it's fine. I'll learn. It's fine. It looked pretty straightforward. The aga, I guess. I haven't tried to research it. Is it a sci-fi oven? No, it's the opposite. It's like an older oven. Arger? Sure. They're so difficult to cook on. Great. I'm very excited. Great. I can't wait. I'm delighted. It's going to be a blast. How's the rest of the kitchen? I find my current house's kitchen is the worst part of the house, and it deters me from cooking. The thing that I'm very excited about is the house that we're in now has no shelving in it. So there are like drawers underneath. So literally like plates, cups, everything have had to be in like little drawers. Which is just murder on Sam's back, like anytime he has to grab something. But also, I don't like that when Clark opens a drawer, I can just hear like all of the glasses like clinking together. And if she shuts it really hard, I hear them clink together again. And I'm like, I hope none of those broke. She's learned to be more gentle with them. But for the first little bit, I was like, ooh, where are all the cups? In a drawer. In a drawer. Everything's in a drawer. It sucks. There is like so much storage in this kitchen that we're moving into that I'm just like I'm so happy. So yeah. I don't want my poor tall husband to have to like destroy his back every time he needs any little thing in the kitchen. Can you reach all the storage? I can reach plenty of it, and then the rest of it can be Sam's weird, like, sweetie secret places. Don't hinge at the waist. Every time you want a glass cup to get some water, you want to crouch down. That sounds fun for you? Okay. 300 squats a day, I guess. Then his knees will start to hurt as well, but that's okay. Better his knees over his back, or everything could just be up at a normal height for him, so he doesn't have to do that constantly, which is the situation we'll have now. So it's all sorted. A built-in secret stash. When do I move in? Basically anything, you know, above like a 5'5" shelf is a secret stash for Sam. The problem is when we like bring groceries home and he's like, I don't know where this goes, so I'll just put it here. And then later I'm like, where the fuck are all of the cans of black beans that I bought? I can't find them anywhere. And Sam's like, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, they're way the fuck up here. I have a step stool. I have 3 step stools, but thank you. Oh, God. Jesus. Oh, hi, Annan. I followed you for years, but never on Twitch, weirdly enough. Oh, well, what's up? I stream almost every day. How tall are you in non-freedom units? I have no idea. I can tell you I'm 5 foot, and then you can Google it if you want. Need one of those library ladders? Oh my god. I was watching like a book talk thirst trap video, essentially. Where a lady was like, here's my library, and it was gorgeous, and it had one of those ladders with like a thing that it could, you know, scroll along. It was so cool. It was like, ah. Yeah, it was a Beauty and the Beast ladder. It was dope. Why did I think you were under 5 foot? I used to be. When I started YouTube, I was under 5 foot. So if you've been following me for a long time, that might be why. When I graduated high school, I was 4'9". Around the time that I started YouTube, I was 4'10" or 4'11". And at this point now, I'm 5 foot. Buy a torture rack to stretch yourself? I'm good. I'm happy with myself. People keep growing. They do. If you are a person who plans on getting pregnant at some point, pregnancy can also make you grow. My mom grew 2 inches when she got pregnant. Which is insane to me. Fucking hype. Where do I sign up? I did not grow when I got pregnant, so. I'm transitioning male to female soon. I read some people lose height and this upsets me. Oh no. I wonder why. That's interesting. Lose height. Huh. So if you had 6 more kids, you could be as tall as Sam. Again, did not grow when I was pregnant, so not a good thing to try and sort. Yeah, hormones are wild. My dad has been shrinking for years. But it's for a variety of reasons. His back has been like kind of collapsing over time. Um, so he's like around my height now. But he used to be, I think, 5'10". He also has scoliosis, yeah. How are the cats? Are they ready for the move? Cats are never ready for a move, but fortunately my cats have done so well with every move, and they've moved now 4 times, I think. They're old pros. They're old pros. Oh, I hope your kitty's okay, Stalia. Thank you, Dirkster. That's very sweet. They may try to walk back to the old house. I'm not letting them outside until that period has passed. Was it the apartment or the house where one of the cats was hiding in the couch? Watson ripped up the bottom of our couch and would climb, inside of the couch. That was a couch that I had for a very long time, but when that specifically happened at an inopportune moment was at the house that we lived in, yeah. Sergio, thank you very much for the 3 months. I was only going to stream for another like 20 minutes, but I need some water, so we're going to take a break. I'm going to run a couple of ads. So I'll be right back. Enjoy the music, and then we'll come back and we'll chat a little bit longer, and then I got to go do moving stuff. So BRB. Wow. Hello. I got water and gingerbread cookies. So, were there any weird ads? Your ad break told me I needed to buy a fancy vibrator. Why do they run ads like that? People are getting condom ads, vibrator ads. What is going on? This is what happens. You mark your channel as mature and they're like, free real estate. Co-stream is labeled family friendly and they also get condom ads. What can you do? Look, I feel like, honestly, condom ads are fine. I don't see a problem with talking about condoms. Vibrator ads feel a little adult. That's true. Some people haven't been getting ads at all. And I think that's probably based on where you live. It's true. Subs don't get ads. Side note, for any of you who missed the stream where I announced this stuff, if you're like, Tyler's never run ads before, what is this bullshit? Basically, I am signed with Twitch now. I have a 2-year deal with them to exclusively stream on Twitch. All of my VODs are still going to YouTube. There's no issue with that whatsoever. But it does mean that I have to run ads occasionally. We, at the same time, are starting a program that I guess we're calling Ad Bonus. That all of the ad revenue each month is being donated to a charity or cause or relief effort or whatever that I choose. So yeah. If you're a sub, you won't see them. And if you are not a sub, you'll probably see them, but at least you know that the effort your eyeballs are making to watch condom ads and all kinds of other weird shit is going toward a good cause. So thanks, guys. Yeah, whatever happened to that program where they were like, if you watch ads, you can get bits? Why isn't that a thing anymore? I never had access to that. I think it was American only. But like they started off when I was still in America and I was never given the option to do it. You could play them in the background and rack up tons of bits without actually watching them, so it was a big exploit. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish something like that existed to like let people farm bits somehow without having to buy them. When I click on get bits, it says get 5 or more bits by watching short ads. Yeah. I've never had that. It's so weird. Could always bring back Dodger points for free mugs. I don't have that many mugs anymore. Are you continuing Chicken Police today? No, I'm wrapping up the stream in a few minutes. And then I'm going to get cracking on some moving stuff because we're moving house on Monday. I don't have that many mugs anymore. I brought 12 over from America. 2 of them broke on the way, so that was 10. And since then, I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. So I think I have 14. Should we fix that? No, it's fine, guys. There's nowhere for you to send stuff. I don't have a P.O. box right now, so. No stream Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday. So we'll plan to come back Thursday. And if something goes wrong with our internet, I'll let y'all know. But I shouldn't have more mugs than Dodger. Do you have more mugs than me? Because if you do, you have to just like sit with that knowledge. I have about 30 mugs at the moment. You're beating me. I have double the number of mugs I have. Yeah, I couldn't bring that many with me, so I had to downsize. I was only going to bring 10, and I wound up bringing 12. But 2 of them broke anyway, so what was even the point? How many did you have at your peak? It was definitely around or over 200, if I recall correctly. Yeah. It was an issue, guys. It was a lot. Where did the mugs that you didn't bring go? A bunch of the mugs over the years I started to leave at Maker. So I brought a bunch of mugs to Maker and just left them there. Then when we were at the office, a bunch of mugs got left at the office. The office that I was sharing with Gerard and Jesse and all of them. So a ton of mugs got left at that office. One of them, though, I actually realized I still left there. And I was like, oh, fuck, I really need to get that. So I've asked Gerard to like hold on to it for me. And then I just kind of like downsized. And then when we were moving, I figured out which ones I wanted to keep. And the rest of them we took to our going away party. And basically like everybody used those as their cups for the night to like drink out of. And if they wanted to take them home, they took them home. So every now and then I'll get a picture from one of them being like, I'm drinking out of the mug that you gave me, which is very cute. No, I don't want you all to send me mugs when I get a P.O. box. Please. I do not want that. Four million mugs incoming. Do you miss the office atmosphere at all? Yeah. Especially like since coming here, I think even without a pandemic, I would have been lonely, you know? Um, and so with a pandemic, it's been difficult. It's not just missing the office dynamic. It's just like missing being able to spend, easily spend time with my friends. The time zones make it rough. Arnar, thank you very much for the gifted subs and for the 59 months. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're safe. Oh, everybody say hi, Arnar. I have 69,000 points now, and I just want to say, nice. But yeah, I miss all of those guys. Oh, Octo talks about you and Sam at least once a stream. Octo, I love him. What a sweetheart. I'm very blessed to have a friend like Octo. Octo. Yeah, I played D&D with Gerard. Jesse and I are making the game, so I am in like meetings with him. But like for example, when we were like, oh, we should totally play Final Fantasy 14 together and do some raids. Timing that out is like so difficult because my evening is afternoon for Jesse, and that's when he like typically has stuff going on. So what can you do? Do you ever imagine what people look like bald when you can see their scalp? No? Will you join Jesse for Sunday service? If he asks me, maybe. If it didn't interfere with MangaPod or Godforged. See, this is the issue. We have been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. It's great. The animation's fantastic. Okay. MangaPod might be getting canceled, but I don't know yet. That's going to be it for me because I got to go do moving stuff. But, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Happy Saturday, y'all. Let me read all these weird Valentines. There's 24 of them. Rush Unplugged says, I hope you're feeling better and that chat does too. Sir Chunks says a Valentine for Tali Vas Normandy, who is the best. Amarian says, actually, Garrus is clearly the best, but Tali is cute anyway. Also, happy N7 day. Sir Chunks says, Amma is wrong, but happy N7 day. Vale Vera says, I don't know what all this N7 day stuff is, but have a happy day anyway. Midwinter Lily says, to the Thorns' new house Tomta, please help them set up the internet and please don't chew on the cables. Mighty Deacon says, good vibes to everybody who's sick or feeling down. I hope y'all feel a bit better being here. Allie Rose says, this one's for you. Thank you for being such a wonderful, welcoming channel and community. Being able to hang out here for the last few months has helped me more than I can say. My horses come back tomorrow and I won't be able to watch the live streams as much, but I'll be around when I can. Good luck with the move and chat, you're cute. Stay awesome. Thank you, Allie Rose. That's very sweet. Weird Uncle Jay says, I hope someday soon you and the fam find your forever home. One day. One day. We got time. Sir Chunk says, okay, maybe a small Valentine for Garrus. He is pretty awesome, but don't tell Amma. Potato says, this is my favorite stream on the Citadel. Dr. John says, I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. Hypixion says, Master Aqua from Kingdom Hearts, protect her smile. Sriracha Wing says, I would love to dedicate this Valentine to the best girl in Mass Effect, the Normandy. Mickey Draws Stuff says, holy heck, I forgot that it's N7 Day. I can't believe myself. Forgetting the day we celebrate my favorite game series. Shout out to Gary's and Thane, the two best boys in the game. Also, Morden Solus, the very model of a scientist Solarian who deserves everything good in life. I love you all. Ooh woo. You're all a bunch of nerds and I love it. Henry says, Valentine for all who want banana bread with brandy raisins and sultanas, because I am baking some and I hope it turns out great. And for those of you who don't like raisins, I got you next time. Brookhouse says, a Valentine to the only waifu that matters, Spider-Man. Aslan Sheeplord says, this is a Valentine for Arcadum because he is a beautiful man. Potato says, this is a Valentine for Dungeon Daddy. Maybell says, a Valentine for Arcadum. I was watching your stream once and you went neon out of nowhere and I loved it. Good. Dauphine says, I wanted to let everyone know how awesome you all are. Times are tough and weird. This community is an oasis of light and amazingness. Stay happy, healthy, safe. Don't forget to love yourselves and each other. Hatcat says, I saw the VOD of you and Octo playing Root yesterday. It was really fun and the perfect thing for me to watch after a stressful day. I hope you two can play it again soon, TM. Thank you for being a stress relief for so many of us. Again, I'm very glad that you feel that way. Edward McDougall says, hey broskies, I want to do one of these shout outs for all of our English peeps as we go into the second lockdown. It's not ideal for anyone if you're a key worker or not, and I wanted to say that none of you are truly alone. Please remember there are people to talk to if you're feeling lonely during this shit time, and much love to all. Yes, yes. Paisley says, thanks Dukes in chat for another wonderful SMD. Do you think the Googie Gaw will eventually morph into Jesse's space butterfly? Maybe they're related. Lamia says, a Valentine for Dukes and the family. I hope the move goes smoothly. And to chat, you're cute. Have a great weekend. Michael says, I hope the moving goes well. Everyone have a good day. Greedo says, shout out to my boy Garrus. And Avi says, to chat and Dukes, here's a love emote for you all. Thanks, guys. Lots of very sweet Valentines today. Darkwing, thank you very much for the reminder to hydrate and drink some water. I shall drink some now. Lemon Tree. What is that song? MexTF2 requested the post show and said Lemon Tree, and I don't know what Lemon Tree is. What is Lemon Tree? Am I blanking? I know Olive Tree. Hug an olive tree. I admit things are looking good. It's a Beatles song? No idea. It's the best song. I've never heard it, I don't think. Whoops. Fool's Garden Lemon Tree. I don't know it. I can play it for you, but I cannot sing it because I do not know it. I could look up the lyrics and make up a song. Okay. We're going to open up my channel and let chat refresh. I'm going to read off the activity feed. And then when I hop back to my actual channel page, the first couple of subs or non-subs that I see are going to get a sub that were paid for by a couple of sweetie pies. So you can't play it because DMCA. That's true. That's true. Our hands are tied, guys. I discovered you through Husky StarCraft and I looked at his channel for the first time in 6 years. And wow. Yeah, it's very different now. Hi, I'm new here. Hi, Ants. I'm so sorry. I'm actually wrapping up right now, but I appreciate you swinging by. I hope that that you come back again. Magic Maddie. Happy 37 months. Chris Wager, thank you for the 75. Kaylin for the 23. Neve Edwards for the 17. Avi, thank you for gifting a sub. No More Gentlemen for the 33. Autumn Found for the 3 years. Happy anniversary. Silent Jake, thank you for the 5. Wrong Bitch Tone, thank you very much for the 9 months. Happy Twitch baby. Teox, thank you for the 21. El Tepic for the 41. Kissika for the 8. Cordy for the 74. Nordanier, thank you very much for the gifted subs. I appreciate that. Hollowero, thank you for the 13. Teviston for the 47. Goron for the 8. Sponge Fairy for the 14, Connor for the 3 years, and Sanguine for the 1 year. Happy anniversary to both of you. Krendall, thank you for the 78. Kidder Kiddings for the 18. Stir, thank you again for those gifted subs, bud. Silver Cat, thank you for the 7. Cafe Spindle for the 20. Dorlugas for the 44. Sylphrena, thank you for the 4. Titan for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Warner for the 1 year as well. Both of you, thank you so much for the support. Tyroglyphus, thank you for the 32. Off the Wool Man for the 13. Velxier, thank you for the 2. Homeless Lady for the 2 as well. Bob with a Beard for the 17. Bugar and Choco-san, thank you very much for the biddies. Valscore, thank you for subscribing. Kaitam for subscribing as well. Welcome to the Cat Gang, guys. Superbread, thank you for the 26. This Awkward Person for the 51. Pip Plays for the 38. Inandez for the 22. Sergio for the 3. Mod Hugs for the 23. Double Hot for the 53. Arnar, thank you for the gifted subs. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe. And Arnar, thank you for the 59 months as well. And Spoopy Mulder, thank you for the 31 months. Okay. Hambina says, Erin Bun Paints is a wholesome person and an amazingly fun art streamer. She's doing a 12-hour charity stream for Extra Life and has a $400 goal that she hopes to reach today. It would be awesome and nice if you rated her. Let's go make sure. Is she still live? Oops. Offline, it says. It says offline. Maybe she starts later. Maybe that's why. I'm sorry. I know. I also hope they reach their goal. I will give your points back. I will also give the post-show points back. This whole stream is a sham, giving the cheers points back. But oh God. Okay. All right, first couple of non-subs that I see. Androlian. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Jerry Reg says, at long last, the time has arrived. A sub to a rando, please. So this is from Jerry Reg. Welcome to the Cat Gang, bud. And Swag Netto, are you okay? I am. And you are also getting a sub. Welcome to the cat gang. That's from Rebecca Necco, who said, I finally had enough points to gift a sub to someone random. Thank you, Rebecca. And welcome, Swagnetto. Yes, phone? Goodness gracious. What's going on? Nothing. It's just PayPal being like, hey, you just bought a thing on Twitch. I'm like, yes, I did, actually. Goodness gracious. Perfect time to leave now that I'm having a little coughing fit. Okay. Who should we send you to then? What's everybody else doing? Oh, it looks like Black Girl Gamers is starting right now, maybe? Go say hi to them. Okay, great. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you're having a great one. If I wind up doing another stream tonight, I'll tweet. I'll let you guys know. But otherwise, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Thank you all very much. Bye-bye.